5 kills.
Oh, are we flipping to Rusky now?
Let's find out.
I think so, boys.
Just
Also, I no
continue.
longer see anything from Archduke. Has he stopped talking?
My love, I hope this
what the
letter
hell?
finds you well. In my heart, I feel
Last I see is what the hell is that
something
transport
happens
plane
to
doing
you.
in disputed airspace?
It is
Oh,
so
oh,
hard to face the
in
day without you
I'm
by my
not
side.
My dearest
typing
Natasha.
anymore. 'Cause
I was
He's
looking at the
sitting on a
Twitch chat.
tractor, just like
Yeah,
those we
I
have
stopped
on the
after
Caucasus
that.
back home.
And then I came
They
here.
are not so different from us, these Americans.
They have begun working triple shifts at the factory. I am glad that Inessa is not working nights.
Land
Many factories
Collector,
have been
it does
bombed,
sound like
and I
mimetic
fear-
Though I am
Sidriels.
a little worried about Kolya.
Except they don't
He
realize
is
that
very
they're
hard
actually
on the
committing
men, and
suicide.
When I tried to talk to him, he just shrugged it off. I will have to make it clear that he is under my
I
command.
think about all
Get
the
under my
women out
desk!
there whose mothers cannot sleep for worry. Those serving with you must be the lucky ones, Velocia, for I know that you care deeply for them.
I will be home soon enough.
Oh wow, the
I only
political
have 5
officers
under my
are-
desk because I'm creepy
You're
like that.
Vladimir.
Russian.
Wow, I feel like that part's ripped straight from
In America itself,
Red Storm
our
Rising,
valiant
the
forces are making
political officers
excellent
being a
progress.
complete
Excellent.
jackass.
The
Well,
policies
I
of
wouldn't be
Sunday
surprised if
daily
that turned out.
You know what they should be saying for, like, the US? It should just be
Everyone
Suka.
by cheating citizens happy to be
No,
liberated
it should be
from
B.
the yoke of their
It should be
oppressive
B.
government.
Incidentally, have you realized that no American state begins with the letter
Texas
B?
has fallen.
Within a few days, we had
Bullshit.
Seattle secured.
It's
and
propaganda.
several regiments moving out
Also, they
into
got
the
past the
surrounding countryside.
Colorados.
It felt
No.
like
And the
they
Rocky
could
Mountains?
finally
No.
roam free after having spent weeks
Yeah,
inside
no,
the Grand
if they're
Container
halfway-
Ship.
They're literally
It's
just
propaganda.
The Americans
Ah.
soon
Yeah, I
rallied
can
their
tell.
forces, though.
I'm not listening to it, so I can't tell.
Pockets of heavy
Why are
resistance.
you not?
Zika.
I even have the subtitles on!
They would melt
Well,
back into the
meh.
countryside.
Meh.
To count our
Actually,
dead and
meh.
wounded.
Meh.
It didn't take long before the strain and frustration of being in a hostile country so far from home began to show. on
You
some
mean on
people.
all the civilians you slaughtered?
Maloshenko to Sokol 1. This place is too calm.
I agree, Captain. The river is the perfect place for them to defend. We need better intelligence
Not the
before we
bridge.
continue the advance.
This place is too calm. Yeah.
Sokol 1 to Romano. Move
Boy,
ahead and
that's
scout
not a
out the
cliche
area.
or
And be
anything.
wary of ambushes.
Oh, do I get a truck?
Yes, you get 8
Wow.
trucks.
That's
There's a sergeant.
Infantry ready for combat. Get aboard.
Oh wait, no, I
God
think
damn it.
a truck.
Spread out and hold
God damn
the
it,
place.
Sirius XM.
Romanov
Stop.
will
Let's
try
go
and
see
get
what's
turn
happening,
radio
guys!
back on.
Whee!
I'm already
I wish the
paying.
Americans would have the guts to
Whee!
stand on
Whee!
the flight.
Whee!
Don't hope for too much, Captain. We lack the fire support for the decisive engagement. We can do without.
I keep getting
My men are
emails
already
from
chomping
Sirius
at the
XM
bit.
telling me to
I'm sure we
reactivate
will
my
find the Americans.
inactive
I'm going to
radio
stay
on
off
my-
of the road because
I
it
hope
could be
so.
mined.
Then we shall destroy them utterly. Maloshenko out.
Watch this. You ran into the middle of a field that's mine.
Everything is mined.
Of the enemy yet. I don't like this, Lieutenant.
The guy sits down inside the vehicle, blows the vehicle up.
Sokol 1 now.
Must have been a mine, sir.
Mines are. The mines are mine.
Is that a biplane?
Patience, Captain. I need you to keep your wits about you.
Don't worry about me.
That-
I'm worried
surprising
about
Yes,
you.
crop duster biplane.
That or I was gonna say
Biplane still.
It is actually a biplane.
either that or everything has
My god, I actually have 8 people watching.
pre
Hi, people.
fire on it.
I'm one of them.
Still no sign of the
So am
Americans.
I'm one of them, so 3 of us are here.
They are close.
They are close.
Have the
I can
advantage.
feel them.
Leave you out.
7 people.
Stop keeping Americans under your desk, Malshenko.
Romanov, your objective is to capture the bridge. Second company will move in to support you once
I
you
only
are in
see
place.
3 people.
Now it's down to
Sokol
5.
to all units.
We scared them away.
I said words, and
You acknowledged them, you treated them like people, and they ran away in fear.
Maloshenko out.
then again, I did say some somewhat creepy things.
Don't you know that viewers don't like being treated like people?
What are you doing? Grumble, 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 grumble!
I am sending first platoon across to support.
That bridge looks like it's not going to get destroyed.
Neutralize the enemy
At
so
all.
that we
It's
can
got a
start
health
using
bar.
the bridge.
You're not going to have to defend it or anything. Oh wow, how am I not surprised?
Oh look,
Yeah.
tank.
You see nothing!
Funny how the Americans finally stopped using all their AT missiles.
And came out into the open.
Oh, hi, there are people there.
Oh, there isn't a house there anymore.
Nope.
The bridge is secure. Well done, everyone. Move across by company. I want
I'm sorry,
column
but all I'm
formation.
picturing somewhere at
Poroshenko here.
the nearest
We have
U.S. Air
incoming
Force
fighters.
Base, a bunch of guys
They're
sitting,
going for the bridge.
sitting in the cafeteria reading newspapers where all
Clear
that,
the bridge.
whatever the music from a Mighty
I'm
Jingles
pretty sure that river
elevator
is
music starts playing.
shallow enough that a tank could ford across it.
Oh hey, I know that's
A Marine shows
I
up.
never said
and
that.
drops the
I
bomb.
never saw that coming.
no, that's an F-1.
It had a health bar.
That looked
That
like an
what?
F-111.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was an American tank.
No, it's not a Aardvark.
Sokol, this is Shapovnik. My men are surrounded and need immediate reinforcement.
That sounds like a good way to get shot when you offend the political officer.
And cross there. Romanov will create a diversion to the east.
Sokol, we don't have time for diversions and flanking maneuvers. I need a bridge flare.
I say again, you are to flank to the west, Shapovnik.
Clean.
Oh look,
Order second company to move west.
the political officer who has probably never attended military college in his life
The old fool knows what he's doing.
is not, or got through.
He
it
seems
through
more tilted than me after playing World of Warship sometimes.
Romanov, make a
Seems more tilted than me about the historical accuracy of this game.
Me.
Flank around to
Me
the
too.
west. We must reinforce our
mention the
stranded
plausibility.
comrades on the other side of the
Yeah,
river.
that too.
That. The plausibility. I don't know what's
Looks
worse,
like the
historical
Americans
accuracy
are
or the
finally making a
plausibility.
stand. Count on heavy resistance. I'm giving you
I'd say
light tank
plausibility
support.
because at least there's no historical accuracy in the Russians kicking off World War
We
III.
also have reports of an enemy M1 Abrams tank in
begin
the
with.
area. This is the most lethal tank
Looks like
in
the
the
Americans are
American
about to
arsenal.
make a stand.
Destroy
I'll give you
it if
only
get
light
the
tanks.
opportunity.
PT. God, it's a PT. Is the PT-76 even a tank?
I have no idea.
Like it's armed with a 76mm gun, and it's amphibious and it's
It might have
tracked.
been a tank
Give me my
back
tanks.
in the 60s.
It's at the very least it's an AFV.
Yeah, an AFV.
Well, you know, points for trying.
Yes.
This is getting even worse with, at least the American transports had the excuse of,
It's a C5, and they had air superiority.
yeah, air superiority in being close.
Voloshenko на связи.
How
We
the
are
hell are
engaging
Russian
the enemy at the
transports
western
operating
fort.
since
My
more
men
likely
on the other
the
side
air
are now
base,
completely
any
surrounded.
nearby runways
Sokol
are,
1 here. We will get to
B-52 to
them,
hell and
Captain.
back.
Romanov
Yeah.
should draw some of their forces away
Or,
to
you
the
know,
east soon.
missile, rocketed,
or
B-1.
just
freighter
flat out
with
blown,
really anything.
or just flat out eliminated to begin with.
Ah,
Crash methods.
why are you not fixing?
Good. Each loss of those tanks is a serious blow to the Americans.
And what the heck is one Abrams doing by itself?
Oh, look, it's
Uh,
00ZY99. One of my
Maybe he
least
got
favorite-
stranded. He got
And what?
confused.
Enjoying? No. Are you talking about in a thread?
No, I'm talking about literally the tank that
No,
we
no,
were
I was
just
talking-
talking about.
I was talking to Tenna.
On the Kanmus Lake.
Yeah.
Говорит Voloshenko. My men are hard beset by the enemy. I thought Romanov would draw them off.
Romanov
He
is
was,
attacking
he was
the
saying
eastern
don't
fort
let
as
the
planned.
Drawn Quest stuff
The
take
breakthrough
over
on
the
either
thread.
side will
Like, you
force
know,
the Americans to
it
retreat.
wouldn't be its own
Understood,
thread.
but it's not enough. I request a bridge there.
Request denied, Captain. Again. Sending in a bridge layer now would only ensure its destruction.
That is a dumb Bradley.
But we have to get across the river, and we will do so at the fort.
To be fair, it's piloted by an AI.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that is the only way I can believe that.
Drove up and deployed troops.
That is the only way I can believe the army would be that pants on head.
See, I guess that's.
Wow, look, destructible environment.
I
And
guess.
people made a big deal about Battlefield 4.
Yeah. I guess that's
I mean,
kind of
it's harder to
things
do in
about
an
time.
FPS. But yeah.
Light armor, out! Hey! British Commandeer, where do you want us heading for the position? Assault that British armor, right! Fixing vehicle, what should we do? 164, hostile, APC here. What can we do for you? Heading out now.
And somehow, man, you're lucky that the
Hostile fortification.
Americans don't
We
take the
have to
target
throw
the
the
repair
eastern
vehicle
fort.
first.
Get some
Ah,
fortifications
they're
up, Roman.
AI. Give them a break. They can only be so smart. At least they hit their targets most of the
Especially
time.
early 2000s AI.
At least they hit the target most of the time.
Get that perimeter. Starting repairs now. Armor under attack.
Yeah, because you've already lost a couple tanks, haven't you?
I lost one.
Roll out. Yes, the British Commandeer, heading for the position. Where can we assist?
This guy comes out of nowhere.
Actually,
Excuse me,
you
coming
actually
through.
just reminded me to bring up my other tank.
Recovery vehicle available. Hostile engaged.
Yeah, you may want to do that since you're.
Repairing our comrade. Starting
Sorry, but I just thought they
repairs
came behind you like.
The 84 is locked on that hostile. PT-76 and very damage.
There we go.
Firing smoke grenades. We're moving to the perimeter. What should we do? Hostile engaged.
I'm glad I have E25 and loader tanks. I don't have to worry about money that much.
We got a situation here. Repair started.
Yeah.
I also have a KV2 for when I just don't care.
Oh yeah, I have. I was gonna say. Have you guys ever done a E25 platoon?
I've done a double.
Excellent, Lieutenant.
That's
I
it.
am sending further
Oh no,
reinforcements
triple
to
is
you.
even better.
Captain Maloshenko,
I don't doubt
what is
that.
your situation?
Triple KV2 platoon is also top carrick.
We've broken through
Yeah.
the enemy lines. The
Uh,
Americans are
The
putting back.
funniest thing that ever
Understood.
happened, we were
Link
doing
up with
a
your men
triple
and set up a
KV2
perimeter.
platoon. This IS decides to come out broadside to us.
Oh yes, I've had that happen, but it was an IS
Romano,
3,
Yeah.
I think.
want you to move south
Yeah.
and
He was
prevent enemy
punished.
forces from
Yeah.
the
I just
large
played
farm ahead.
SPGs and used dogs as target
They
practice.
call it a large farm. It's really not.
Yeah. But it was.
That's a tiny farm.
I'm sure you can. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm sure you can imagine 352mm cannons. Is funny.
Yeah, no.
He typed in chat. Yeah, I knew I was screwed as soon as I turned the corner.
It was at this moment Brian knew he fucked up.
Yeah.
Where do you want us? Need a fast tank?
'Cause, yep. Even without a single penetration, the splash damage was enough to kill him.
To the destination. Missile lock. Firing. Missile lock. Firing. We are ready. British Commandeer. We're giving us
But yeah, E20. The funny thing for the E25 platoons is you're basically a machine gun detachment. Between the
Yes.
three of you. It's like 3 Atlantis. Your armor's worth
Well,
shit. Your guns
triple.
Your guns don't do much damage per shot.
But you'll hurt pretty much anything. You know what
if
you're
you
doing.
are focusing on a target, its health disappears really quickly.
Have you ever tried a Panzer 1C rush?
Говорит Maloshenko.
Oh
The
yeah.
Americans are renewing
That can
their
be
attack
fun.
from southwest.
It depends.
Understood, Captain. Can you hold?
9mm machine gun penetrates tank.
Well, see, when I played
I am talking to our
the
esteemed
AT2, I
comrades
loved
in the
watching
Air
Panzer
Force.
1Cs try to come at me.
They will soon be
I learned to
priority.
avoid them rather quickly.
We don't need their support.
Yeah.
Instead I charge
Americans will soon
KV1s.
break and flee. I'm
Yeah.
sure they will,
I killed a
Captain.
KV-1 once in a Panzer 1C. That was amazing.
The funniest thing is when sometimes you see light tanks come up, think they're being smart by getting behind you, and don't realize that even your rear armor can no-sell them.
Well, you can't hurt them back there, so they are being smarter than some.
Yeah, but really, that's just asking for one of your teammates to come up and shoot them.
Yeah.
No, usually what happens is I ignore them for so long. I'm too busy killing everything else in front of me. That I kind of like zoom out. And, oh,
There's something behind me.
There's an M3 Stewart pinging away at me, and I slowly turn around.
And then the Stewart tries to run away.
No, occasionally they keep firing for some apparent reason. Like they think the front's gonna work somewhat better.
Low tier is low tier.
Yeah, but it's like you can see a ping, and I don't use the 57mm. I use that howitzer.
Oh. Ouch.
The derp gun.
Ping, boom.
Okay, why did I fight for this again? If we were just going to nuke it?
Repairing our vehicle.
Malachenko to Sokol 1. What do we do about
Oh,
that bridge?
FAB.
Romanov
Yep.
will secure the bridgehead.
God, I remember how ridiculous those were in Ace Combat.
Protect the southwestern flank.
Best A10 payload.
They weren't on the A10 actually. Those were
Yes, they were.
munition. No. Those are cluster bombs. The fuel air bombs.
Ace
You get
Combat
those on
6.
the F-15. I'm thinking of 4.
Okay, then we're thinking of just different games.
Yeah. Ace Combat 4 doesn't get that. You get it on the F-15 MTD, and they're the best ground weapon in the game.
Duh.
They're just ridiculously, they're like OP compared to every other bomb you can use. And then don't get me started on the QAA.
The Q what? I haven't played.
The quick air-to-air missile, quick maneuver something, whatever. Basically, they're the ones that lock on and never disengage.
Ah. See, the only Ace Combat game I ever played was the last crappy one, the
Assault Horizon.
yeah.
That one's not as bad. It's got its issues. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is.
It wasn't really.
Yeah, like the bomber mission's fun as heck. I don't understand why they give you the option of a B2 because that's just stupid. Low altitude radar penetration mission. Your options are the B1B or the B2 Spirit. Doesn't matter what you choose. It's a low altitude infiltration in a
And radar will still
B2.
detect you no matter what.
Yeah, I always take the B1. It's way cooler.
Yeah.
Especially
It's
since
fun.
you.
Guns are cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you get it. You have to throw it around like a fighter jet later
I was
on.
gonna say, the only thing that would have been better, made
B2.
them. No,
Vulcan.
I was gonna
This is
say.
Sokol 1. The bridge has been
Any of you guys
repaired.
familiar with
You are free to move your units
Dale Brown?
across.
Nope.
An author. Imagine a B1 and an F-22 had a love child.
Oh Jesus.
Huh.
As in, you take all the avionics from the F-22, stick it in the B1, make the entire thing out of carbon fiber, like a
Okay,
carbon
now we
fiber
reach
steel.
bullshit.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff. Pretty much, imagine making a fighter
Swingling.
bomber, basically a B1 version of fighter bomber.
Oh yeah, I managed to get everything fully set up.
So a thunder. So like a Thunder Chief, but better.
Kind of, because imagine, sorry,
Or an
maybe
F1.
better would be the B1BR with the payload being able to be in the internal magazines and having radar and everything to engage its own targets instead of around.
So
Hence the love child between the F2, F-22
So,
and
like-
B1.
so like an F-14 almost then.
Yeah,
An interceptor is what I'd say it is.
yeah.
'Cause there's no way in hell I'm gonna dogfight
Oh,
with
no, this
the
thing does.
B1.
It does.
That sounds like so much bullshit.
So you're saying it's made out of bullshitty
It is. He did the same thing. I should point out,
Now that
before
we're
he was an author,
just making sure we're clear.
before he was an author, he was a B-52 navigator.
He probably wished. Too bad he wasn't on a B-47.
I think he was too late for that.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, he did the same thing, actually the original books, he did the same thing to a B-52.
That seems dumb. That's dumb.
It was designed to be like an offshoot of the original low penetrating, something that could fight inside and out without needing to have 15 fighters, a full fighter squadron covering its ass to do anything. Since it was well regarded that a B-52 would need that in any real combat, as Vietnam proved.
Yeah.
So the idea of a B-52 that can actually defend itself, more or less, with a whole bunch of was thought to going to be the next step in air warfare thrown in terms of tech.
One that was, I thought it was kind of interesting was I forget what the series was called. Basically, they modified a 4-engine, either bomber or tanker, with parasite fighter drones. That were remote controlled from the plane for some reason.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Basically, there's a remote cockpit. There's a set of remote cockpits inside the plane that you can control the parasite drone. Oh, look, you know, as science fiction concepts go, this is
Yeah,
fairly realistic. As
science fiction isn't really meant to be realistic.
Depends on what kind. Depends on what kind of science.
Sorry, but that's a statement kind of like saying that, well, fantasy is meant to be completely flashy. You're ignoring a big part of the genre. You know, if you say fantasy is supposed to be very flashy and exciting, flashy and high fantasy, you're ignoring the part of the genre that's more urban fantasy, more Lord of the Rings. In Lord of the Rings, the magic is very subtle, and I could talk about it forever. But anyways, I have things to kill by ripping out their sides.
Okay, continue.
Does it have magic, really?
What is Gandalf for 500?
What is the Balrog for 1,000?
It's been a while since I saw those movies. I forgot.
What is the Ring?
What are the books for 2,000?
I actually have those on my Christmas list. I've never actually read the books.
Oh, wow.
That's actually tragic.
It kind of is.
I listen to the audiobooks every once in a while.
Your position before advancing further.
I've always kind of heard that's a bit of a slog.
They're long. They're definitely...
It can be. You see, Tolkien...
Well done, Captain.
Tolkien really loves the world, and he wants to share every bit of it.
It's kind of like Tom Clancy. Every nut and bolt needs a paragraph.
No.
So to speak.
No, his is more of like family. My brother couldn't stand to finish the second book when they went on about the guy's lineage for like 2 pages.
Did they do that? I don't even remember that part. I've read those so long.
In other words, he sometimes
Also, note how I've broken up my tanks into 2 like coherent halves.
Yep. And then you've got some guys in the middle just to...
Well, they're my IFVs and my repair. But I basically just go, spam my missiles! And then I kill it.
Yeah. One down.
Light skirmish forces, the medium tank drives up.
And then it's not there.
And I'm pretty sure your tanks just start shooting each other back.
I don't think friendly fire's on.
Check.
I thought we decided it was after one of your Bradleys disintegrated another one with a
Yeah.
range.
Yeah, it's on. You can very much kill yourself.
Alright.
Almost there, Romano.
We
Get
watched
some
the
fortifications up.
Bradley run up to the front of the line and then promptly disappear behind its own.
Yes, Captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna save the world. Get shot in the back.
The Americans a hard blow.
Very
Will
much,
have to be enough for today.
very much an Atlanta moment.
Nah. She didn't go rushing out.
Yeah, true.
That was more San Fran not looking.
Yeah. I need to look finish. I actually didn't buy those books mostly because I don't need distractions right now with finals coming up. But before I leave, let me get them.
They keep saying that I'm not being very effective with my strikes. It's to deter them from coming closer. Are you coming from here?
I'm surprised the 810s and the 25s aren't duking it out.
I just got. Okay, I just got impact compensation on thin air. That works.
And
Oh, you're playing teams. Like, who are you playing?
I'm gonna say, it's like this is a world where fighter aircraft don't exist.
What is F-15?
To be fair, a lot of the frontline assets are in Europe, where, you know, they fucking invaded.
F4 Phantoms.
Excellent performance.
Yeah, National Guard. There's a crap ton of transport planes here, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm watching these C5s, Anton 225s, Kaz aircraft doing strafing runs where they're basically doing a head-on pass with each other.
They just lean out the window, wave at each other.
Hi guys!
Or flip each
Say
other.
hello to my great aunt!
No, they're probably one hand's on the stick.
Say hello to Uncle in the Gulag for me!
No,